Hey, Dr. V, this is our learning management system, Canvas, that we use at school with our students. And I just went and talked to the technology person this week, and we're getting it set up to where I can start communicating with the teachers and providing them some professional development through Canvas because it makes it much easier than doing it through my Weebly website. So we figured out how to get it all done, and I have set it up. So I have module 1, which is titled What is Scratch Coding? You click on it, you go to the assignment, What is Coding? And pops up their discussion board question where they will answer the discussion board question and they can reply to each other and very much so like what we do on Moodle. Then if I go back to assignment 2, introducing Scratch to the teachers, they would click here and watch an introductory video of what Scratch is and the basic knowledge needed to use it. They would click here to download their Getting Started guide with Scratch. And then once they have completed the printing of their guide and things like that, they would actually get to go on Scratch and start exploring by making their sprite move, changing the background, things like that. So that is here. I'm going to click on each link to let you see that they work. So there's the video that they would click on and explains Scratch to them.
On the Scratch website,
and it's created by the Scratch team.
Games and animations.
It gives them exactly what they need to know to understand it. It was a very good video. That's why I chose to use it instead of creating my own, because I couldn't have done such a good job as they did, because they really got in depth and explained it. That's the actual video I showed to my students to help them understand it. Then they would get to do the guide, and this was instrumental to me whenever I was doing it because it showed me step by step what to do. And then they would get to explore and create their own. Now if we go back to assignment 3, which is now in module 2, how can Scratch increase creativity in the classroom? You will see that first, they were required to read an article called Fostering Creativity with Scratch to learn about different ways that they can do it. So they bring it up and it gives all the different ways for them to use Scratch in their classroom, in the language classroom, in the reading classroom, the math classroom, science classroom, all of that. And I've attached all of these links to my lesson plan also for you, so that you can go in and look at them. Then I have them explore the student-created projects that encourage creativity and that are realistic for them to create in their classrooms. Some of the activities on Scratch that they provide for people to use aren't realistic. So they would just go here. They can see what students have already done. This is a Choose Your Own Adventure where the teacher is already doing that with making them create little workbooks and projects with their little notebooks by drawing pictures, but they would actually get to do it on here by creating it. And then let me show you this one. They can produce their own animated film. They did a Simpsons 3D. My class really wants to do this with our reading stories, where they put their reading stories back in here, so that's going to be our next Scratch project. And then they will have to make an instrument. And this is great because a lot of the times the special teachers at our school say, oh, this technology program, this technology professional development, it doesn't relate to us. Well, this can show them that, yes, it does relate to you and that you can use it in your classroom as well. And then they would participate in a discussion again, answering the questions about how they see Scratch being used in their classroom to improve creativity. Now the next one that they have is Module 3, and it's how it can be used to increase problem solving. And this is more geared towards my math and science teachers, but they again would read an article about how to do it, giving that diverse activities. So that would be the reading the article of how it would work. Then they could click here, and another diverse activity would be to watch a YouTube video about how Scratch is used in the classroom, and it gives them a variety, and I allow them to choose that are skills that they would participate in, because my younger teachers aren't going to need to know about prime numbers and functions and things like that, but my 7th grade teachers would. So it provides them with little resources that they can use